more 8-lapper tonight, and that will wrap up the night here tonight as we'll get ready for tomorrow, starting again on-track activity at 3 o'clock. Spectator gates open at 8, pits at 11. So again, spectator gates tomorrow, 2 o'clock, pits open at 11 as we get set to go back green, and we'll see if this time's a charm. Boss Hog on the pole, Jeffrey Ledford starting alongside as we get set to get this one back underway.
Boy, look at Michael Long clear up there on the Honda. Another wreck down in turns 1 and 2, and the caution flag is out. John Wingerter in the 99, and Sean Trowbridge on Vernon, Indiana in the 6. Gets collected in that accident, and the yellow flag flies again before we get a lap in the record books.
And just to let everybody know, don't pay attention to the laps to go on the Jumbotron. That is not correct. It is 8 laps to go in this one, not 4.
Well, for now.
For now, at this moment.
All right, we'll try it again. Caution lights are turned off. Green flag and a wave. I think this is the 4th time the charm in this heat race. Gary Bentley brings him around to the green.
All right, and we are underway. Gary Bentley to the lead. Oh, look out. We got cars going every direction. We got a new leader down the back straightaway, Chris Arnold. So we almost had one upside down. Now we got them driving over each other. It is chaos. Right now they're all still rolling though. We are still green. We've got a lap in the books. We got one to the infield. Michael Longs to the infield. We've also got the Rage Chassis number 19 car of Gustin to the infield as they have headed every direction in this one, and somehow we are still green with 2 laps complete.
Please stay green. Chris Arnold, I mistakenly mentioned earlier that he had to go to the back of the field, forgetting that it was the start of the race, and he lucked out. He's actually at the front of the field. Jeffrey Ledford in 2nd, and Gary Bentley right now runs in the 3rd spot. This time by 4 laps scored, 4 laps to go. Cross flags being shown to your leader, Chris Arnold.
Chris Arnold right now on cruise control. He's got Jeffrey Ledford right behind him, about 5 car lengths back. Then in the 3rd spot is going to be Boss Hog, Gary Bentley, Kyle Thompson in 4th. Craig Roden from an earlier incident back into the 5th spot as we've just got 3 laps remaining. We got a spinner down in turn number 4, and he will not get it back going, and that will draw the caution, Kyle Thompson.
He thought about it.
I'll take a 5-lap run. That's not bad. We'll take it. 5 down, 3 to go.
Well, that's further than the last heat race made it.
Virginia's Chris Arnold leads the way in the Larry Shaw Batten-built racing engine. DAI Motorsports Weir's Machine, car number 99. They said Penske shocks on that race car, looking strong right now. We'll see if Ledford's got anything for him with 3 laps remaining.
And Chris Arnold, that car right there that he is running, that car is actually sold. He's got a new car that he's working on.
That's gutsy.
Yeah.
That's gutsy.
He's got a new car that he's working on for the 2017 racing season. So that car there, this will be the last race for it. But yeah, that is a gutsy move. Yellow lights have been turned off, and we're back underway. 3 to go.
And now Ledford's got his hands full as Bentley gets a run on him. That's the battle for 2nd out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It's going to be Ledford taking it back over. Roden in 3rd. 6 down, 2 to go off turn number 4. 2 laps remain for Chris Arnold.
Chris Arnold with arguably the biggest lead we've seen anyone have in any race here all night long. He's able to stretch that out to a big 2 car lengths.
And now he sees the white flag one more time around the speedway for Virginia's Chris Arnold. And heat race number 7, Ledford in 2nd, Craig Roden in 3rd, Dixon up to 4th, and back in 5th is going to be Bentley, but taking the win, Chris Arnold in car 99. In 2nd, it's going to be Jeffrey Ledford, then Roden, Dixon, and Bentley. That's your top 5. Behind them, Dan Morris, Weingartner, Trowbridge. That's your finishers. Coming home in third will be Craig Roden in car number 27 out of Montgomery City, Missouri. In second from Pontiac, Illinois, Jeffrey Ledford in the 18. And your winner in car number 99, Chris Arnold out of Chesterfield, Virginia, the Larry Shaw race car, Baton Built Racing Engine, DAI Motorsports, Penske Shocks, Weir's Machine, Close Racing Supply, KBC Graphics entry for Chris Arnold, winning Heat 7. And Dustin, just like that, one heat race left to go. And your front row that got cut off of our lineups, it's going to be Kurt Rhodes in cart number 10. And starting alongside, it's going to be New York's Richard Michael Jr. Looking back at row number 2, it'll be Matt Cooper out of McKenzie, Tennessee in the 18C. Todd Shute out of Des Moines, Iowa in the 5S. Row 3, Stephen Bowers Jr. out of Topeka, Kansas in the 777. And Tommy Seats Jr. out of Alton, Illinois in the 9S. Row 4, Joseph Geisler out of St. Mary, Missouri in the 85G. And to his outside, Clay Money out of Pinocchio, Kansas in the 7M. In row number 5, it'll be Tommy Shepard Jr. from New Berlin, Illinois in the T6. And starting alongside, Andy Morris out of Fort Gibson, Oklahoma in the 127. Row 6, Derek Kellerman out of Pink, Illinois in the 24K. And Jeremy Jarrett out of Fredericktown, Missouri in the 21. And on the back row, Adam Plyman out of Oak Ridge, Missouri in the 34. 13 cars, 8 laps to close out the opening night of the second annual VP Racing Fuels Gateway Dirt Nationals presented by Carl Performance.
Well, the guy starting on the outside front row of this heat race, issuing New York's Rich Michael Jr., one of those guys. I was talking to his crew in the pit area. They built that car, at least the body on that car, specifically for this race, so it would be UMP legal. So this is one they've been looking forward to all year long, but he had a pretty darn good year this year, winning, I think, 14 races up there where he runs. Of course, he occasionally makes his way down to my area as well, running some of those Renegades Dirt Modified Series races and others as well. But outside front row so far tonight hasn't quite been able to muster up enough energy or momentum to get the whole shot on the start. We'll see if he's able to change that here in the last heat race of the night.
No, definitely. And again, as you said, 14 wins on the year. He's a 2017 Empire State Modified champion, and he picked up the Pro Mod Track Championship at Bradford Speedway. So it's been a good year for the driver with over 300 career wins as we get some of the casualties from the last heat race towed back to the pit area, and we get ready for this 8th and final heat race of the night. And again, you know, it's been a bumpy night here to get things started on a Thursday, but leaps and bounds over last year on Thursday, and we saw how Friday and Saturday went, and I'm very excited to see what the rest of this weekend is going to hold as we have one more race tonight, but tomorrow's a new day, and you're going to have a lot less laps on the track too, Dustin. You can do a lot more with it when you know you're not going to have all this qualifying, all these other races.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that maybe we forget how Thursday night went last year too. Right. You know, Friday night was so good, and Saturday night was so good that we forget that last year on Thursday it was a long night with really more cautions than what we've seen here tonight.
Well, we'll get this one lined up. Final race of the night. And Kurt Rhodes, Richard Michael Jr., your front row, couple of talented drivers. Kurt Rhodes, no stranger to victory lane either in car number 10R, the 2016 and 17 modified track champion at Macon Speedway, so he knows how to get around the tiny bull rings as we show him one to go, Dustin. Final race of the night getting set to come your way.
Again, McKenzie, Tennessee's Matt Cooper on the inside of row 2. He was the winner here on Friday night last year. And Todd Zilla, Todd Shute on the outside of him. 13 cars, 8 laps. Final heat race of the night is underway.
Green flag in there. Here we go. Kurt Rhodes with a hole shot. Richard Michael going to try to blast that top side. Not able to get a hold of it. They're going to go 3 wide out of 2 down the back straightaway. Here comes Shute. He's got Matt Cooper right there with him. Cooper's going to take the spot. Shute up to the 3rd spot, back and forth. It's going to be Michael. Little beating and banging back in the pack. And we'll get 1 lap down, and then we're going to see a caution, I do believe. And caution will weigh with 1 down, 7 to go. A little beating and banging back, a lot of beating and banging back in the pack, I should say. And car number 85G of Joseph Geisler gets turned around, the St. Mary, Missouri driver in the 85G.
And we get a lap in, so 1 down, 7 to go here in the final heat race of the night. Kurt Rhodes will be your leader. 2nd place, Matt Cooper is going to choose the inside lane, and that's going to put Todd Zilla, Todd Shute on the outside. Rich Michael will go inside of row number 2, and on the outside of him will be your 5th place car, the 777 of Steve Bowers Jr.
ago, Matt Cooper won the feature on Friday night, and the next day his wife had posted a picture of social media. He was asleep in bed with his trophy. Not with his wife, he was hugging the trophy and asleep. He would love to repeat here this year. Right now he rides back in position number 2 as we get set to go back green.
Again, 1 lap down, 7 laps to go. Kurt Rhodes leads him to the green.
And we are back underway. And down the back straightaway, Rhodes, your leader, Cooper in second. Here comes Michael back in the third spot. Chute will fall back to fourth. Now Chute going to try to roll through the middle of the racetrack. Just can't quite get a hold of enough to get there. We got a tire assault. Tommy Seats Jr., Saturday night's winner last year, gets turned around. He'll get back rolling, but we're going to have the 7 car parked down at the bottom. That's going to draw the caution as Clay Money, the Pinocchio, Kansas driver, not Pinocchio, Pinocchio, Kansas driver, Clay Money, parked down at the bottom of turn number 4. 2 down, 6 to go.
Tough break for the money man, Clay Money, sitting down there, and Todd Chute. I didn't see what happened. I looked up, and the 5 car had already snapped sideways there coming off turn number 4. Excuse me, not Todd Chute. Tommy Seats Jr., two black and blue cars. But Tommy Seats Jr., last year's winner, that car had already whipped around over in turn number 4.
So the good news for Seats, Tommy Seats Jr. got back going, but what he doesn't realize, because they took that lap, he's going to lose those spots because he crossed the line back behind those other guys. So Tommy Seats, good news is he kept going. Bad news, he loses those spots regardless. And that driver's had a tough year. He's won a few features this year, but he told me he's been through a lot of mechanical issues. He's had 2 or 3 bad breaks go his way this season. He was really hoping to bounce back here this weekend, but his challenge just got much tougher, and it looks like Clay Money may need the assistance of the hook as they back him back up down in turn number 4 to try to get that car off the speedway. Well, Blake Anderson, as you look at Clay Money right there in front of you, broke front end on that race car, or what's the story?
They're going to have to put the hook to it. See guys taking part of the hood off, trying to get it hooked up to the front of the frame of the 7-car tough break for Clay Money. Sharp-looking car this season. Had a wonderful season in the state of Kansas.
Yeah, he did tough way to end the night, and definitely his weekend just got a lot tougher, but he'll try to bounce back here tomorrow. 2 laps down, 6 to go, Dustin Jarrett, before we call it a night here. 1 of 3 at the 2nd annual VP Racing Fuels Gateway Dirt Nationals.
And we again come right back here tomorrow, and we have got a ton of racing for the fans here tomorrow.
Dustin, are you coming back tomorrow? I'm a little worried about you, buddy. You're sounding a little rough. You gonna make it?
I know. The bad thing is you feel fine.
Yeah,
that's the
you just
worst
sound
part
bad,
about
right?
it. And you've been there before too.
Yeah, it happens.
The worst thing is when you feel fine, but you just can't talk. And I don't know. I don't know if it's the fumes. I don't know what it is.
No, I think you just get excited. We're having a good time.
I have that Godfather type thing going on right now.
That is. It's like you're gonna make. At some point, you're gonna make me an offer I can't refuse. It's coming. So. All right, Clay Money's going to head back to the pit area, and yellow lights return to the speedway, so we've got 2 down, 6 to go. Lights are down on the speedway. They're doubled up, and we'll see. You know, Richard Michael Jr. has gone as far back as 5th. Now he's back to 3rd. Can he be the guy that can get a run off that outside of row number 2 on this restart? He's battled back already in the first 2 laps.
Well, we're about to find out. 2 laps down, 6 laps to go, and a slow restart. Green flag is out, and we're underway.
All right, they'll head off into turns 1 and 2. And Michael going to try to duck in right behind Matt Cooper. Oh, contact with Cooper. That might answer that question, Dustin. He tried to put that nose where there was not a spot, and he draws the caution. As Tommy Seats Jr. has to stop, as well as Derek Kellerman. And we're going to be stuck on lap number 2, I believe. He wanted to get his nose in there. The problem was Matt Cooper was already in that spot. You see the FK Rod-Ins instant replay, and Michael had to park it up in turn 2 to keep from punting Matt Cooper. Seems like under these cautions, whoever we select to talk about on that restart, they are doomed epically. So
maybe we should talk about someone that isn't racing.
That's right.
In this race, and you know.
Hopefully Hopefully Steve Shaver didn't fall down the bleachers earlier, the stands, after we talked about him. We have no way of knowing, so.
Steve, it's all Ben's fault.
You brought it up, buddy. You brought it up. All right, so the 24K of Derek Kellerman's going to go to the infield, and we're going to turn the lights out, and we're going to try to get the fun party back underway on turn number 4. Kurt Rhodes, what a slow pace has he got. He's very slow bringing us back to the green. Hopefully they don't stack up behind him. Back on the throttle, back underway. Here we go. Todd Shute gets a really good restart. Can he get around Matt Cooper for the second spot? Let's find out. Just can't quite get that bite off the top of 2 down the back straightaway. Shute giving it all it's got, though. He's on the top of 3 and 4. And we'll have 3 down, 5 laps to go as Shute goes back to 4th. Third now, Stephen Bowers Jr., the Kansas racer.
And Todd Shute, I mean, he's able to kind of stay with them down there in 3 and 4. But the high side on 1 and 2 is just never really kind of come in. As Rich Michael gets into the side of him, and Michael slows to a stop over in turns 3 and 4, and the caution is out.
4 laps down, 4 to go. 4 down, 4 to go. You know, and let's be fair to these guys, because this racetrack is not only extremely tight, it is extremely slick right now. It is an extremely slick racetrack. And the thing is, if you've got to get on the binders, odds are pretty good you're not going to be able to do it in time. So you're right there in the dry slick. So we'll be fair to them.
Well, I mean, it's just kind of like driving in the snow or in ice. I mean, if someone breaks in front of you and you go and stab that brake, your car slides a little bit on the ice and turns sideways, and it's the same thing that happens out here. 4 laps down, 4 laps to go. We're halfway home, the final heat of the night.
And green flag. Look out, here comes Bowers Jr. to the outside of Cooper. Can he make it work? That's the battle for second. Cooper in the 18, Bowers Jr. in the 77. Not a bad race there. Tommy Shepard Jr. in the T6 joining the party. As it'll be 3 laps remaining off turn number 4. Kurt Rhodes leads the way, the Taylorville, Illinois racer.
Side by side for the 3rd spot. Tommy Shepard Jr. working his way up through the field. He started 9th. He's got the T6 now up into the 3rd spot. And here comes Todd Shute down to the inside. He's going to retake the 4th position away from Bowers.
2 laps to go. We'll see the white flag out of turn number 4. The final white flag of the night is going to fly this time out of turn number 4. One more time around the speedway for Kurt Rhodes. 1 lap to go.
Kurt Rhodes trying to hang on for 1 more lap. I'll tell you, Matt Cooper is right there, though. Can he stick a nose underneath of him? He'll have 1 more shot in turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. The final race of the night is going to go to Kurt Rhodes. Matt Cooper finishes 2nd, and Tommy Shepard Jr. crosses in 3rd.
Just like that, the final heat of the night is over. Coming home in 3rd, it's going to be Tommy Shepard Jr. in car number T6 out of New Berlin, Illinois. Matt Cooper out of McKenzie, Tennessee in 2nd, the 18C. And your winner out of Taylorville, Illinois, Kurt Rhodes, and the impressive race car, Pro Power Racing Engine, Schaefer's Racing Oil, Burris Seed, Landrum Springs number 10R for Kurt Rhodes. Final winner of the night. And race fans, that is going to wrap up the show here tonight at the Dome at America Center, as we will get ready tomorrow again. Spectator gates open at 2, pit gates at 11 a.m. On-track activity will come up at 3 o'clock. On behalf of myself, Ben